think of this channel as low-key, very modest, humble, slight. I don't think it's nothing crazy. I just like to bring you different fun things, but at a real toned down level, because I'm very simple, right? So I requested this particular fragrance from Dua because it's a wild tribrid featuring Aventus, Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and Virgin Island water. So we have summertime tropics, sweet maraschino cherries, and boy status scent profiles. Let's roll my motherfucking music so we can check out Cherry Poseidon in the Caribbean.
We're all alone in the Caribbean, yeah, but some friends from the south side, in case you cared. Out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, 𝐶_𝑡𝑢_𝑡𝑣. Today's video is sponsored by Dua. I just request this particular fragrance because of the mix. I go through their website on a weekly basis just to see what kind of new they got to put you guys on to see if it's hot or it's not. Now, a tribrid featuring Aventus and Virgin Island water combination by itself actually works beautifully. But if you throw in a mix of maraschino cherries and that super sweetness from Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, what kind of vibe are you getting? In my mind, I haven't smelled it yet. It's fresh out of the mailbox. I'm thinking it's gonna be some sort of cocktailish or cherry liqueur type vibe, but we don't know. Again, we like to keep it simple on this channel. Very low key.
The dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
As a matter of fact, the backwards hat is a little bit too intimidating. I didn't comb my hair, so let's just keep it simple. Let's just go back, you know. That brings it down a real chill level. So here's Cherry Poseidon in the Caribbean's presentation. Who cares? Let's check the scent profile, because that tribrid on its own sounds a little bit crazy. Tribrids, hybrids, all these mixes, for me, happen to be some of the funnest stuff that Dua does, in my personal opinion, because they have a lot that just hit and a lot of combinations that I would never think of, including this one. But what I'm definitely getting in the air right now is a lot of Lost Cherry presence. That's what's popping up instantly. Yes, cherry liqueur 1000%, but it has a bitter and sweet cherry nuance. But I'm not getting any of the other scents as of yet, but this isn't linear at all. There's a lot of things going on in this air before I put this test strip to my nose. Yes, it happens to be very cherry liqueur followed by coconut rum. That is super interesting off the test strip. The cherry is the sweetest, the bitterest, the most prominent is that cherry note. But you can sense right behind it in that hidden format, you get that boozy coconut rum factor from that Virgin Island water. But I'm not picking up much Aventus, which I'm not mad about, at least not off the test strip. Very sweet, elegant, slightly sexy, very edible. There's a lot of candy vibe coming off of this joint. Lost Cherry definitely is the most prominent. It also has a little bit of a cough syrup action. I'm not gonna lie to you. It has a little bit of that cough syrupy sweetness, that sticky, resinous kind of vibe. It's definitely coming off of that. I'm gonna have to go on skin just to see if other shit gets picked up, because it's very Lost Cherry prominent, and I want a little bit more out of the other fragrances, which I'm not necessarily getting right now. All right, let's go off of skin and see what kind of vibes we're feeling. I don't know, that's a little weird. So the cherry here, too medicinal off of my skin. It's almost a little Robitussin-esque.
I got cancer, Robitussin.
There's a citrus component there that actually doesn't feel like it's helping the cherry, but I'm still not getting any Aventus out of this joint. It's more Lost Cherry, Virgin Island water, Aventus is nil. So what seems to be happening is that cherry is really calming down off the skin. Whatever sharpness and extra bitter sweetness that is very sticky-ish on the top, there's a bit of a nutty almondy vibe that's coming up. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not crazy about this joint. It's just okay, it's not insane. If you're a Tom Ford Lost Cherry fan, which I do like, but I don't absolutely love anymore, this will be something that you would find interesting. But if you're looking for the Aventus in here, off my skin, there's no Aventus. I get a lot of cherry, a lot of sweet, a lot of cough syrupy action, followed by boozy coconut rum. And now in this mid portion, I'm getting a lot of nuttiness, but it's not moving me. It doesn't drive me crazy. It's not like, damn, this shit is hot, like other hybrids and tribrids are. This is just overly sweet and a little bit too medicinal for my liking. Let me give it a couple of seconds for it to dry down before I give my final determination of what I think of this fragrance, but we already see where it's going. All right, son, we back. Let's go ahead and smell it for the last time and give my final first impressions on this scent profile. See if there's any changes. It definitely has changed, but it hasn't shifted enough for me to be like, yo, this shit is banging. It's more almondy, cherry, bitter, sweet, cough syrup with a bit of a coconut rum in it. For me, unfortunately, this is not a bowl sprayer. It's not something that absolutely moves me. The cherry is just too prominent, too medicinal for my personal liking. If you're a Lost Cherry fan and think that this tri-braid sounds kind of fun, I'll put a link in the description. Shout out to 𝘙𝑒 for sponsoring today's video. I tell you guys all the time, they hit a lot, but there are misses. For me, this is a miss. It's not my personal taste, but I also don't own Lost Cherry. That shit really doesn't drive me crazy, so we keeping the same energy. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Humble and low key is the name of the game. Don't forget to follow my jewelry channel. Banners will be up here. Link will be in the description. Go like, share, and support. That's gonna be my second biggest channel, almost hitting 100K on that one. So be sure to tap in with your boy. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that